My name's Chris. I am Filipino, Chinese, English, Irish, Scottish, and 132nd Cherokee Indian. When people first see me, they think I'm Chinese, which I am, a quarter, but there's a lot more than that. That's basically what people notice at first. 2 or less races, or maybe 3 or less races, you're mixed. But then, above that, kind of like you're a mutt. It reminds me of, mutt, dog, so it reminds me of a dog, when they breed plenty of mixes together to make, let's say, a bloodhound. There's plenty of breeds in that, but now it has its own breed, straight bloodhound. So I'm thinking, there's going to be so much mixing and stuff that, one day is just going to categorize, the mutts as, one race or something like that, and that could be good or bad. I do remember when I was 12, my father's from Arkansas, and we went to the restaurant across the street for breakfast, and my mom, Filipino and Chinese, we all three walked in together, and it was like in a cowboy movie when the Indian walks in and everybody just stops what they're doing, they look at the front door. And so that was my first real experience of maybe a prejudice toward something different, even though I'm mixed, even though I am half Caucasian. So we walked in and I never saw that before, and we sat down, and I don't know if they meant to, but they sat us in the middle of the restaurant, so people were still staring. And what I did, since I never encountered that before, I sat down and I took each person and I stared them down until they looked away from me. It was on the one, the next, and the next, and the next, until no one looked at us, and then ate breakfast. I've been training in Muay Thai for about a year now. Muay Thai is they call it the science of 8 limbs: hands, your elbows, your knees, and your feet. And it's very graceful art, very beautiful in the old style. The ring style doesn't give it as much justice, but still cool nonetheless. I also train in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I've been training Judo a little bit, and we're just starting to learn Eskrima, which is the Filipino martial art of stick fighting, and later it'll translate into knife, and then we will have the whole package, and that is what's called mixed martial arts. When I first started Muay Thai, I viewed myself as a Caucasian trying an Asian martial art at first. You know how you see people that you would never think do martial arts trying Asian martial arts, African martial arts, Polynesian martial arts, and I viewed myself as one of those people because I don't feel as connected to my roots, my Asian roots, as maybe I should, because I don't speak the language, and I don't necessarily know all of the culture. I know a little bit, but not enough to feel that connected with it. But as I continued with the martial arts, I kind of felt the need to, go learn about it, go research it. There's a fighter, his name's Genki Sudo, and he, after his fights, he's a mixed martial arts fighter, and after his fights, he always holds up a flag that says, "We are all one." I like tradition, but I also like to break tradition at the same time. on a mixed martial arts perspective, that's cool to see, you know, someone, as usually people hold up their home country flag, Brazil, England, whatever, but he holds up, you know, a world flag. Then he has respect for all his opponents. Like in life, you know, no one race is the best, and also in mixed martial arts, no one art is the best art. It's in martial arts, it's the best at that moment in time. Best at that moment in time. Muay Thai maybe will help you in that certain situation, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be Eskrima, or, you know, just Western boxing. But there's no one dominant art, like there's no one dominant race. You adapt to your opponent every time. There's always going to be a different opponent, and, you know, you take whatever you can use at the time. Like Bruce Lee basically invented Jeet Kune Do, which is the art of taking what comes, you know, using whatever you have at that moment. And I don't know if you've seen the show Fight Science. It's a 2-hour special on martial arts, and you know, the question was, which martial art is best? And at the end of the show, it was like whatever fighter is the best at that moment in time. Anything can happen, and you can pull from any art. It doesn't matter. Being mixed race, I have the privilege to choose whatever I want to mark down. And, you know, I got some friends that say, you know, I'm American. But what's America? America's all mixed. So, I mean, it makes sense to me in that he's proud to live in the country, but the country is made up of like so many different people. And I mean, you can be anything you want. As long as you like stay true to yourself, then that's what you do.